Let us have a discussion on the per unit system used in electrical power systems. We mainly use the per unit system to calculate the fault level of a power system, especially when the system consists of different voltage levels. Suppose there is a generating station where a generator is generating power at a certain voltage level. Then this voltage is stepped up by a step-up transformer, and the power is transmitted through the transmission line to the load center. At the load center, the voltage is again stepped down to distribution voltage levels. From the distribution system, the voltage is further stepped down at the consumer supply end. So, this is the simplest configuration of a power system. And here you can see that many different voltage levels are involved in the same system. Now, if we try to calculate the fault level of this entire system, it becomes very difficult to calculate correctly, because we have to consider all these different voltage levels one by one. To avoid this difficulty, we assume a particular base voltage level and consider that from the generating station up to the supply end, the system is represented at that same voltage level. According to this selected voltage level, the impedance at different points of the system is calculated based on that base voltage. Once all the impedances are expressed on the same voltage base, we can directly calculate the short circuit current of the system. This becomes the easiest and most convenient way of calculating the fault level of a complex power system network. And during this calculation, the per unit method comes into the picture. The concept of the per unit system of quantities is very simple. The per unit value of any quantity is defined as the actual quantity divided by the base quantity. So we can write per unit quantity equals actual quantity divided by the base quantity. For using the per unit method in an electrical system, we mainly consider voltage and MVA rating. In transmission systems, we mainly consider a particular voltage level in kilovolts as the base voltage and a particular MVA rating as the base MVA. Based on these two base quantities, we calculate all other quantities such as current, impedance, different voltage levels, and different capacities of the equipment. So once the base voltage and base MVA are selected, all other electrical quantities of the system can be expressed in per unit values based on these base quantities. Suppose in a system we have considered capital V suffix B as the base voltage expressed in kilovolts, and capital MVA suffix B is considered as the base MVA rating. Therefore, the rated base current of that system will be I suffix B equals MVA suffix B divided by V suffix B, and the unit will obviously be kiloampere. Now consider an arbitrary equipment whose rated voltage is V suffix A, that means the actual voltage is V suffix A. Then in the per unit method, the voltage will be V per unit equals V suffix A divided by V suffix B. We can say voltage in per unit equals actual voltage divided by base voltage. Now, if we express the current of that equipment in per unit form, then we can write I per unit equals I suffix A divided by I suffix B, where I suffix A is the actual rated current of the equipment. Now we substitute the value of base current. We know that I suffix B equals MVA suffix B divided by V suffix B because MVA suffix B divided by V suffix B is the base current, which we have calculated just now in kiloampere. Therefore, I per unit equals I suffix A divided by MVA suffix B divided by V suffix B. This can be written as I suffix PU equals I suffix A multiplied by V suffix B divided by MVA suffix B. Now let us calculate the per unit impedance of that equipment. Before calculating the per unit impedance, we first have to calculate the base impedance of the system. The base impedance, Z suffix B, obviously equals base voltage divided by base current. So we can write Z suffix B equals V suffix B divided by I suffix B. Now substituting the value of base current, we get Z suffix B barabar V suffix B विभाजित by MVA suffix B विभाजित by V suffix B, which gives Z suffix B बराबर V suffix B square विभाजित by MVA suffix B. Again I am telling, V suffix B is the base voltage which we have considered and MVA suffix B is the base MVA or base capacity which we have selected. Now the per unit impedance can be written as Z per unit equals Z actual divided by Z base. So Z per unit equals Z suffix A divided by Z suffix B. Substituting the value of Z base, we get Z per unit equals Z suffix A multiplied by MVA suffix B divided by V suffix B square. This means that the per unit impedance is directly proportional to the base MVA and inversely proportional to the square of the base voltage in kilovolts. Normally, the per unit impedance of various equipments corresponds to its own MVA rating. For example, all transformers are provided with their percentage impedance. Percentage impedance is simply another form of per unit impedance. That means, if any transformer has 8.5% impedance, then the per unit impedance of that transformer is 0.085 per unit, and this 0.085 per unit is calculated based on the transformer's own MVA rating. That means, we consider the MVA rating of the transformer as the base MVA and the rated voltage level of the transformer as the base voltage in kilovolts. But in practical power system calculations, we often select a different base MVA and a different base voltage for the entire system. In that case, we must convert the per unit impedance of the transformer to the new base MVA and base voltage used in our calculations. And this conversion can be done using a very simple equation. Let ZPU1 be the per unit transformer impedance calculated from the given percentage impedance of the transformer. And let ZPU2 be the per unit impedance of the transformer calculated on our selected base MVA and base voltage. From the expression of per unit impedance that we have already derived, we can write ZPU1 equals ZA multiplied by MVA B1 divided by kilovolt B1 square. Similarly, ZPU2 equals ZA multiplied by MVA B2 divided by KVB2 square. Here, KVB2 is the base voltage that we have considered for our calculation and MVA B2 is the base MVA that we have selected for the system calculation. Similarly, MVA B1 is the rated MVA of the actual transformer and KVB1 is the rated voltage of the transformer. Now, if we divide the second equation by the first equation, we get ZPU2 divided by ZPU1 equals ZA multiplied by MVA B2 divided by KVB2 square divided by ZA multiplied by MVA B1 divided by KVB1 square. After simplification, ZPU2 divided by ZPU1 equals MVA B2 divided by MVA B1 multiplied by KVB1 divided by KVB2 whole square. Therefore, we finally obtain ZPU2 equals ZPU1 multiplied by MVA B2 divided by MVA B1 multiplied by KVB1 divided by KVB2 whole square. This equation is used to convert the per unit impedance of a transformer from its own base values to the new base values used in the power system calculation. In our next video, we shall discuss how per unit impedance of a transformer becomes exactly same for both referred to HV and LV sides of the transformer. Till then, please keep watching our videos and subscribe our channel and stay with us.